40 miles an hour.
45 miles an hour is the claimed top speed on this 3,000 watt peak power electric bike. It's got a massive 48 volt, 50 amp hour battery pack, and they say we can do over 100 miles of range on throttle alone. It's called the Laifook Thunder, and today we're gonna review it. Who the fook came up with that name? Current sale price is $2,199, and the link below this video in the description box might have a little discount code down there for you too. But don't buy this thing just yet. We gotta review it first. And I'm pretty sure the battery's so big it ships in a separate box. We'll check that in a minute. So right away we can see it is gonna have a through axle, good for safety. And check out that seat. Pretty unique looking, pretty wide, and has some soft edges. And we have the Laifook Thunder. Empty little panel here. We got to get that battery in there. And around back here, of course, we have full suspension. It's got the double coil over setup. And the back tire is a 20 by 4.5 inch wide. I feel like I've seen this before. Yeah, it's got the street tread. The motor on this e-bike is one thing that sets it apart in the marketplace. It is a direct drive, gearless hub motor, not a geared hub motor like we typically see on e-bikes. This thing can take a lot more power than the typical motor. It can actually take 2,000 watts nominal, 3,000 watts peak. In case you're trying to pedal, they do have 7 gears back here on the cassette, and it is a Shimano tourney derailleur. Comes with a derailleur guard as well as passenger foot pegs. So these are retractable. And in addition to the foot peg, there is also a little area back here for a passenger. So the passenger seat is smaller and separate here. See what we got going on in there. Frame has Laifook. Take a look at the front suspension. So we got a little bit of red anodized. We do have compression adjustments on that front dual crown fork, and it is an inverted front fork. Of course, the Laifook Thunder comes with pedals, so nobody mistakes your electric bicycle for something else. The stem will have adjustments. Take a look at the handlebars. So we get round rubber grips, quarter twist throttle. What else other than a 7-speed Shimano shifter? With that flame in the background is kind of cool. Check that out. And the brand of the hydraulic brakes are Kurosawa. We'll have to give them a try. And over on the other side, looks like we have some basic buttons, lights, turn signals, and horn. And we'll power that screen on here shortly, but we gotta get that front wheel. So let's take a look at the charger. So 48 volts charged to max is 54.6. It is a 15 amp charge rate, which is pretty big time for an e-bike. Typically we see like a 2 amp or 3 amp charger. But we do have a very large battery. Whoa. Oh, and the wheels in there. So check this battery out, dude. I've never seen e-bike battery like this. On the top here, it says battery and voltage. Let's just press it. Oh, cool. So it lights up and shows you. Looks like we're sitting at 50.4 volts. And here is where you charge it. Appears to have some sort of mouse trap on there. So that's what the connector looks like. And here's all the exact numbers on the label. It does say it is a 50 amp hour, 48 volt battery, 2,400 watt hours of energy, which is pretty darn big time for a single battery. And generally these bigger battery packs, they can run higher power for longer, so we'll see how it goes. So let's actually throw it on the scale. Dang, bro. 34.8 pounds for the battery alone. And here's a peek at the front wheel. It's also got the street tread. It is a Nova brand, which I've seen on another e-bike. And the front wheel is also a 20 by 4.5 inch wide, same as on the rear. Brake rotor is a 180 millimeter, and they are a solid piece construction wheel. No need to worry about broken spokes like on a traditional bicycle wheel. Since we're here by the scale, weight of the front wheel and tire is 13.6 pounds. Oh man, this is a heavy bike, bro. Even without the battery in the front wheel, this thing has a solid chunk of weight. So let's see if I can pick this whole thing up. Ugh. 295. So 295 minus 190. So that's 105 pounds for just this, plus the weight of the wheel and the weight of the battery. So that's like 140, including the 35 pound battery, plus the, what was it, 13 pound wheel? So yeah, just over 150 pounds on this beast. So I've kind of been wondering how we get that battery in there. Let's give it a try. Oh, interesting. And the whole thing rotates just a little bit. The battery tray is on a hinge, but this bike's probably gonna be a little unhinged. What an interesting design. So with everything rotated there, you kind of just, wait, I'm not putting that on yet. While we're down here, I wanted to show you the 4-piston Kurosawa brakes. The battery looks like it makes a nice bike stand. Better to do this with a buddy. Come on, find the hole, find the hole. Building an e-bike is way harder than riding an e-bike. Come on, bro. So that's how the through axle works. Can't believe I actually got that thing on. Same axle type we see on like the Sur-Ron. Check it out. It's like a typical electric motorcycle. Typical motorcycle through axle. All right, before we throw that battery on there, let's just hop aboard, see how this thing feels. Obviously, the seat height is not adjustable. I am 6'5", inseam 34, swinging a leg over. How tall is this thing? Kind of short. I have plenty of room. And let's sit on down. I put 29 PSI in the tires. They're recommended to be 30 PSI. The seat, I actually like first impressions on the seat. Suspension definitely has a little bit of travel to it, so it's not like too firm. Is it gonna be too soft? We'll see. Now, at 150 pounds roughly on this bike, pedaling probably isn't gonna do too much to propel the bike. But here's what my pedal stroke would look like if I were going to actually pedal this thing. So I'll be riding this thing like a motorcycle, like probably most people will. Handlebars have a nice rise to them. The stem is adjustable. I still need to kind of dial this stuff in. Feeling like a little mini motorcycle for sure. And the seat is actually feeling pretty good and looking pretty cool. But the question is it gonna bring the thunder? We'll see, it's 48 volts. So let's try and throw that battery in there. My God, dude, this thing is heavy. Do not pinch a finger. Oh, there we go. Wow. That is a behemoth of a battery. So just lock it on there basically. And then, kind of interesting, you plug the battery in. So you plug the battery in and then it's got this like mousetrap springy thing holding the connection nice and secure. So let's go ahead and try and fire it up here. I think this key, you might need to turn that key on. And now let's try and fire. Oh yeah, there we go. So we get this color basic display here. I've seen this on some other bikes. There is 5 levels of pedal assist and, oh, I gotta put the headlight on still. You get odometer, max speed, average speed, trip. So no fancy wattage output or anything like that. Let's hold the plus and minus, see what happens. Do we get advanced settings? So the cryptic stuff. So let's see if this direct drive motor brings the thunder. I do want to show you it does have that 4-piston brake on the rear as well. Something's rubbing, I think. But let's just give it a full throttle anyway. Yeah. Oh yeah, I smell something smoking there. It's that fender's, I need to straighten that out before we get out there. So we do get turn signals as we can see here. Flip it on over to the other guy there. And do we get a brake light? Yes, sir. And real quick, I just gotta show you guys, check it out. Ready, go. So it says 54 miles an hour there with no load. So it is only 48 volts, but ultimately power is voltage times amps. So we might be running higher amps, we shall see. Got the front fenders on, everything is ready to roll. All right, dudes, let's take out the Laifook Thunder and see how this e-bike rides. Of course, we're gonna fire up the Strava so we can track our official range. And I think you have to have the key on there for this battery to work. It is on a full charge, says 54.7 volts, which is a full charge on 48 volts. Definitely feeling like I'm getting on a motorcycle here. Do pedal assist 1. Oh, we got the quarter twist throttle. Ease on out of here. Definitely feeling like a boss with the seating position of this one down low. The bar is high. Let's go ahead and flip those lights on in here. The front one looks fine. Got the brake light on the rear. This thing is a bit of a unit with this huge battery, but it is down low, so if the weight sits low. And let's go ahead and give it a rip up the 20% grade. I really don't know what to expect for power on this one. It is a 48 volt system, but I don't know how many amps it's running, and ultimately power is volts times amps. So we'll do pedal assist 1 full throttle, so it actually goes really gentle on pedal assist 1. So it's only giving us a fraction of the power. So what the heck, let's throw it on pedal assist 5, and we have it on gear 1 here, which doesn't matter the gears, but let's just kind of ease on the power here. So, okay, it's got enough torque, but I think it's not really giving us full power right now. We might need to get it up to a little bit higher speeds for full power. So let's just go in, roll in here on pedal assist 5, full throttle. And so it, you know, it's got enough torque to bring us up the hill without pedaling at all, but we'll have to see if we can unlock more power from this or not. All right, so let's try the pedal assist modes on this thing. We have it on pedal assist. Well, let's just throw it on 0. So that'll give you no power at all. Now this electric bike weighs a ton, and if you're tall, the pedaling position isn't gonna be ideal. So like if you run out of, you know, battery on this thing, you're not gonna be going very fast. We'll leave it at that, but you can get it going about, you know, maybe 5 miles an hour. It does help that it does have gears though, so you can put it on 1, get a little more leverage there. So we'll throw it on pedal assist 1 now, and I'm already on gear number 5 here. It takes us up to about 10, 11 miles an hour, and this would be a cadence sensor. So all you gotta do is just kind of rotate your legs and start getting power. Also, you could use a throttle, and that'll give you the same power as pedaling on pedal assist 1. And pedal assist 1, you can definitely tell it's like a reduced power level, which is cool because some of these higher power bikes, you really don't want all the power all the time because they can be kind of crazy. But try pedal assist 2, and I can feel that kicks on a little bit more power. Now there is no wattage meter or anything on there, so we don't know exactly how much power we're getting, but very easily going 20 here, and I'm just gonna pop it in gear number 7. Oh yeah, these big wide tires, that low, huge battery feels very planted and stable. So right off the bat, I feel like this e-bike's gonna feel stable at speed due to like all the weight and those big, thick, wide street tires. Some bikes feel pretty sketch as you get them going fast, but this one does not. I mean, so far, we are only on pedal assist 2, but let's try 3, give it the full juice, and it's kicking on up to, let me just try and pedal, see if I can keep up. Yeah, we're already out of gear. Woo! Brakes got a bed in, but they are 4-piston hydraulics, feeling just fine. We'll try pedal assist 3 from a dig here. So it doesn't feel exceptionally torquey on pedal assist 3, and this is a direct drive motor, which is known as a speed motor. So these heavy direct drive gearless hub motors, they're known for, you know, cruising at high speeds. They're known for being able to take a lot of power without overheating. Pedal assist 3 takes us up to about 26, 27, 20, it says 28 right there, 27 here. So a normal class 3 electric bike would top out right around here, but we have 2 more levels of pedal assist. Pedal assist 4 still gives you the juice, pretty gentle, but we are achieving higher speeds already, and yeah, I can tell this thing's gonna have a high top speed on it. So let's go ahead and try pedal assist 4 from a dig, and I can tell, you know, it's really not giving you like the full juice right off the line. So that's gonna help you conserve battery, as well as make this bike a little bit more newbie friendly, less dangerous to somebody not experienced with a really high power bike. Yeah, coming around a turn, you don't have to worry about like popping a wheelie on you or anything. And I am liking that really low mounted battery. That feels pretty good. The rear suspension feels fine. I do like the seat on this bike. Like, it's soft and has like a rounded edge, but you know, being scrunched up like this is probably gonna get uncomfortable for me at 6'5". You know, I think the average height is probably a little bit lower than this, so oh yeah, not too bad really. Like the seat really saves it, I would say. Now obviously we're on the street tires. This thing has a huge front tire and rear tire. I think they're both the same, what, 4.5 inches wide, so that's like as wide as pretty much, well, the second widest tire that I've seen on any e-bikes. 4.8 would be the widest, but these are the widest street tires I've ever seen. Oh, this dude looks like he's getting into some trouble here, backing up the trike jackknife in the trailer with the doggy frame of the bike there. Let's get on out here. I'm gonna throw this thing straight on pedal assist 5, see if we get any more pickup. It's accelerating. It's not like thrilling acceleration, but we'll see where it tops out. Oh yeah, I kind of floated over that bump better than I thought I was going to. And we're going into headwind, so this will be able to achieve higher speeds than we're seeing right here, but no pedaling. We're just cruising comfortably, 36 according to GPS. 38 on the dash. I know it's got more in it. And we do have turn signals on this electric bicycle with pedals on the rear, not on the front, but this thing definitely feels pretty darn stable at speed. I was thinking about hopping back in traffic here because a slight change. Feeling very exposed out here. From dig here, pedal assist 5, go, 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 go. I think I'm gonna give it a little pedaling. So it's really gentle on the launch. I wonder if that is, if we can change the launch settings. Got some filming going on out here. That's a red camera, bro. This is like a real film shoot going on here. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Oh, no.
Next one.
Oh my goodness, dude. That's crazy, man. Are you on social media?
Oh, yeah.
What's
the scapegoat?
What is it?
Scapegoat.
Scapegoat?
Yeah, scapegoat.
That's awesome, dude.
Thank you.
All right, good luck with the scapegoat if you want to check it out. All right, let's do a 0 to 20 acceleration run on this thing. Stock settings, ready. Oh, I should probably throw my GPS back up here. Ready, go. So this is the stock settings. So nice and easy on the power, but decent pickup. Now I can feel picking up faster. 20, and like it really feels like it's into its power band once it's like, you know, over 20, which is, you know, typical of a gearless hub motor as compared to typical geared hub motors we see on a lot of electric bikes. Oh dang, there goes that guy's scapegoat. 355,000 followers on the Insta. Looks like this Schwinn is missing a few parts. I don't know what happened there. All right, so let's give this thing a top speed run. Ready, go. On the stock settings before we try and get into the menus or anything. 20, feels very stable, hitting 30 with ease and still accelerating. GPS will lag just a little bit there, but it's 35, 36 on the dash. This is where the wind resistance really starts to take away from our speed, but we are going 37 according to the GPS, 38 on the GPS, and 40 on the dash. Absolutely just cooking past that pedal bike there, the non-motorized bike. 41 on the dash, 39 on my GPS, so pretty stuff. 40 miles an hour on this 48 volt electric bike. Let me get a little aerodynamic. So it feels like right around 40 is where this is going to top out with my wind resistance and 200-pound body. If you weighed less, it could probably go a little faster than that. Now, this is a gearless hub motor, which is known for its speed. It is a 48 volt system. Basically, the higher the voltage, the more top speed you end up getting out of it. So some of these bikes that are running, you know, like 52 volts or 60 volts or 72 volts, you'll get a little more top speed out of it. Now, this battery is absolutely massive though, and it's still showing 53.4 volts. So I'm guessing we're gonna end up getting some massive range out of this thing because it's really not drawing like a crazy high power level in proportion to how big the battery is. We'll see where we end up later. Yeah, you can really feel this thing outputs a lot more power once we're already going like basically 30, and it's pretty gentle off the line. I'm just realizing I totally forgot to screw this left pedal on all the way. Who cares? I'm not pedaling this thing today anyway. I'll at least put it on so it doesn't fall off on me while riding though. So it'll be interesting to see how this bike performs riding out on the sand. I would definitely say this is not going to be a sand bike though. I'm kind of curious if we kind of just roll into this, if we'll have enough power to go up. Now these are street tires, so we could lose traction, but full power. Oh, I'm actually surprised it was pretty much able to do it. The motor did just kind of say, that's enough of that though. So not really like a high torque kind of bike as expected. I mean, it's gearless hub motor. It's not what they're known for. Give it a little push start here, and let's feel out the seat suspension riding right here. So it's not bad. It's really not bad. The seat really saves it, like the wide soft seat on this with the soft edges and stuff. Feels all right. And it does have rear suspension, which I would say is pretty important on a bike like this. That's one way to do it. Just throw it right on top there. That is a lot of faith in one weak lock. It has like 4 bikes on it. So from what we've seen so far, I'm guessing this isn't gonna be like a sand performing e-bike. The tires are wide enough. They are a street tread though, and it just doesn't feel like exceptionally torquey. Wow, let's give it a rip here. So full throttle. And I can't really pedal to help this thing. We're kind of coming to a stop. Now, if you got down to like the really hard packed sand down there, probably do all right. And the soft sand, just not quite enough torque. And these Smooth street tires are not ideal for riding on sand. Keep it on the street, bro. So for another test of torque, we're gonna run it up the California incline, 85-foot climb, 12% grade. Then we'll see how the brakes do and check the final range, which should be significant. Pretty sure this bro is riding this bike without a seat at all. Oh my goodness. Don't sit down, bro. All right, so rolling into the loop-de-loop here, I'm gonna downshift it to 1 just in case we need to pedal, and we'll just do throttle only for now. We're on pedal assist 5. Let's pull this right on up. So the torque is pretty good, especially, you know, on like flat surfaces. Had to cut the speed there a little bit. The battery mounted down low on this thing, for as big as this battery is, it doesn't handle bad. It handles like a motorcycle is how it handles. So with my tire against the back of this wall here, we're gonna start from the dig, ready, go! So it really eases on that power, and then as the motor starts to pick up speed, the speed motor is more efficient. It puts down the power better as we're picking up speed. Pretty sure my GPS just doesn't work over here by Santa Monica anymore. So we'll just look at the onboard here. It's going 20 miles an hour. Again, no indication of actual wattage output, but we are pulling 23 and gaining 24, and it just feels like it's hitting its power band. Like once we get to like 20, 25, like it's still picking up speed. A lot of bikes top out at like 18, 19. We're doing 26 here. I'm gonna let off. And going down the California incline, let's actually go over here and hit the actual stretch here. We might be able to hit, I think they said the max speed is 45 with a little bit of downhill. If you're light and aerodynamic, this thing probably would go 45. We're doing 40 here. 41, 42, 43, and 44. I'm gonna pull the brakes because we're on a downhill. And these 4-piston hydraulics actually feel pretty good, man. They feel like basically some light electric motorcycle brakes. It says Kurosawa, almost looks like it says Kawasaki there a little bit. I guess we're gonna get out there on the Pacific Coast Highway here. Should be fast enough. I feel a little bit of raindrops coming down. Yeah, we could get out here and ride a little bit, but I'm gonna pull off here so we can do a brake test in our normal spot. Another thing about this motor is there's absolutely no motor noise on this thing whatsoever. It is completely silent. The only noise I hear on this is the chain kind of clicking as we go around because I'm not pedaling, and then just a little bit of rattle from the suspension. So we do have the front brake on the left. It is a traditional bicycle setup. We'll give them a pull here right about now. Oh yeah, these brakes feel real good, man. So sometimes these motorcycle looking ones will have the back brake on the left, electric motorcycle style. That is not the case on this. It's got the bicycle layout. And the 4-piston hydraulics, they just feel smooth. Like, these brakes are surprisingly good, especially considering the weight of this thing is 150 pounds-ish. So since this is a higher speed electric bike, let's get it up to about 30, then pull the brakes. Just careful not to lock up that front one. So this is 25, 26. Oh, I pulled on them way too early. Yeah, these brakes just feel surprisingly good, as I was saying. Try it one more time here from about 25 and woo. Yeah, good brakes, man. All right, bros, we're about to head on home. Check the final range. I'll share my final thoughts along the way. It's showing 4 out of 5 battery bars there, but my little voltage readout down here is actually saying 52.1 volts, which is pretty darn good on the battery. So final thoughts on this thing. The seat on this is comfortable. I really like this seat, and the rear suspension is like fine. So like, sitting on this bike and riding this thing, I feel like I could be on this seat for a long time. It's pretty decently comfortable. However, it's not really good for somebody with long legs for like pedaling, so I cannot pedal this bike really at all. I'm just like a clown riding this thing if I try pedaling it. But if you have shorter legs, this might actually be a pretty good fit for you, and comfort-wise pretty decent for like a long range because, well, we have the huge 48 volt 50 amp hour battery pack on this thing, and some pedestrians running out, so we'll try these brakes out. The acceleration on it is like fine, you know, it's not like thrilling, but like once you get up to speed, I could see this being like a really good like long range high speed cruiser. You can just get on this thing and just put on the miles, man. It's that big battery, and then, you know, it's got the speed motor, so that's pretty much what these things are designed to be, you know, more efficient at cruising at higher speed rather than like stop and go, where the geared hub motors shine in the stop and go. So list price on this, well, the MSRP, they say $4,999, which would be absolutely ridiculous, I feel like, to pay that much for this bike, but the sale price is 2,199 bucks, which actually does seem fair. So if you are thinking about buying this bike, if you click that link below the video, it will give you the best price on this electric bike and also help support my reviews on this channel. I do have a discount code down there for you as well, so it'll reduce the price a little bit more for you and also help support the review. So that's pretty much my final thoughts on this thing. Let's head on back to the neighborhood and see where the final range ends up. And we are definitely going to be dicing up the traffic on the way home here. Now, if we cruise like this all the way home, it's probably going to drain the battery some, but battery is huge. And this thing feels stable, man, at this speed. Like, we can just do this all day long, I feel. It's the speed motor, baby. These big old 4.5-inch wide tires just makes this thing feel like at home cruising at this speed. This is just holding 40 all day. Still pulling. I mean, that was probably a solid 1 to 2 minute pull, just going about 39, 40 miles an hour. I'm just not sure if I should trust this driverless Waymo car up here to see me or not. There is no driver in this car at all. Oh, he's moving over for me. That's awesome. I don't even think there's a single person in that car we just passed. Welcome to 2025. Oh, we're almost at 2025. Let's see if this Waymo runs me over from behind. Actually, I'm gonna pull up just to make sure it doesn't, but there's no driver in that car at all. We're just out here ripping, and good thing we can, because there's oncoming traffic in the bike lane there. All right, dude, we're just rolling back into the neighborhood here. It says 4 out of 5 bars. I'll tell you the exact voltage in just a minute, though. It says coming up on 18 miles, averaging 14.4 miles an hour, which is definitely faster than normal. Out here for about an hour and 15 minutes. Let's see what the voltage readout on the battery is down here. So it says, I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna try to put the camera down here. It says 50.4 volts on the battery. So that is, I don't know, what is that exactly? 48 volts is about half charge, a little bit under half charge. So, I mean, we have a healthy amount of range left, and we are out there whipping pretty good. So we're gonna pull out the owner's manual here and see if there is a way to increase the amount of power we're getting off the line. So there are advanced settings you can get in and toggle and change stuff. However, I don't think you can increase the amount of power. So like they have the controller current limit setting, but you can only view it and not adjust it, is what it says here in the manual. There is a cruise control on P16, so if you want to have cruise on, but yeah, the power you get is the power you get, basically. It's fine. It's not gonna pop a wheelie, but you know, it's cool. So if you're looking for a high-speed cruiser that has a comfortable seat, and you'll get some pretty darn good range on, this could be a good option for you. If you do want to grab one, use that link in the description box. It'll give you the best price on the Laifook Thunder and also help support my reviews here on Tailhappy TV. And of course, I greatly appreciate your support. However, if this is not the kind of electric bike you're looking for, check out this video right here, dude. YouTube wants you to watch it, and they know what you want to see.